This is interesting.
You okay?
Alright. Alright, as I'm broke.
I bring you the latest on ghosts. Ghosts are an imprint on the mind of the beholder, left there by passing entities, only visible under certain lighting conditions, when they appear as dents on the brain. You don't get to choose your ghosts. You're not likely to get a good one. All the girls with messy secrets from beyond the grave, they're taken. And all the soldiers roaming through wheat fields looking for their lost love, they're taken. Most ghosts want nothing. They'd like to stay at home, be left alone. You're most likely to get the guy who read a John Grisham novel in the waiting room at the dentist that one day. For whatever reason, his outline lights up one day on your cerebellum. A man you hardly noticed when he was alive. And you sure as hell won't notice him now when he's translucent. That's why most people don't believe in ghosts. They get standard issue ghosts. So drab, so unimpressive. The Toyotas of the great beyond.
Crops and weather and bees, brambles and supple corn, top oaks, fate running through new ages, black stones sucked by voyagers, lights on hills in the late twilight, black and green snakes, wolves rumoured to be not that far north, bears and foxes and deer, early cherry, plum, fig, apricot, peach, nectarine, melon, wildflowers, grass, quince, grape in the buzzing glass of the long lean-to greenhouse by the red brick house, all those fat, slick, oil-green flies, as well as tomatoes, black soil, peat, plant pots, honey, hick boards of wood over a tap in the earth used long ago for the fountain and a sprinkling these days, greenhouse pipes strung out in the long grass, a white cat, a tar-dark water tank, border, hedges, stone terms, hawthorn, a white plastic-coated washing line hung out from concrete pillar to iron hook, molehills, blackberries and redberries, wide-brimmed Mars and crazy skirts, blood on pricked fingers, these things floating around the house in a vague fog-like hallucination, while the twin creatures in an adjacent field remain formless, expressionless and still.
These are some of my potential ghosts from the last few weeks. Some of my human-shaped brain dents. The ghost of a man in a plaid coat, laughing wildly as he walks towards me, wearing no headphones. The ghost of a man in a hunting cap, taking up 2 seats on the bus, stabbing at his phone with a trembling index finger, carrying no knife. The ghost of a man so bald, his head reflects the light from the urine-coloured lamp over his head, and the blue glare from the sky outside the window, holding no grudges. The ghost of a critic writing about a book in which the main character's father dies, and the critic pretends that he does not know this is a true story, and says it sounds dumb and unlikely and also poorly executed, having no regrets. The ghost of a man who broke his front tooth and could not afford a dentist, and succeeded in hiding both of these facts from his children for more than 2 years, thinking nothing of it. The ghost of a man with an accent who buys a cake for his daughter, and the daughter screams that she does not like this particular type of cake, and that she is hungry, and that so her ghost father eats the cake himself with an empty ghost-like stare, expecting no imminent relief. The ghost of a bookstore clerk in a red turtleneck who watches me closely as I move along the aisles. And when I pick up a book written by a Dutch philosopher, she lets out a horrible ghost-like sigh, seeing no end to it. The ghost of a woman betrayed by her lover, cleaning the beaches from plastic waste she has left there at night in order to appear stoic and heroic in the eyes of that same lover, who in the meantime has moved to Belgium, doing no one any good. The ghost of a brilliant nighttime idea turning translucent in the daytime, leaving no lessons learned. The ghost outline on the surface of a worn recliner left behind by a father fleeing war. So ugly, I would never buy a recliner like that, leaving no impression on me.
Is this the winter again? Is this the winter again? I've been studying these days. I thought I might go to Africa. I'd start off in Namibia, then go to Botswana. I travelled Angola, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Zambia, Tanzania, Kenya, Ethiopia, Somalia, Mozambique, Malawi, Central African Republic, Chad, Niger, Mali, Mauritania, Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, Liberia, Nigeria, Benin, Ghana, Togo, Uganda. I never went across the South Atlantic Ocean. I never went across the South Atlantic Ocean. I never went across the Indian Ocean. I never went across the Indian Ocean. I never went across the North Atlantic Ocean. I never went across the North Atlantic Ocean. I never went across the North Pacific Ocean. I never went across the North Pacific Ocean. Never went to the Southern Ocean. Neither. Never went to the Southern Ocean. Neither. Never went to the Arctic Ocean. Never went to the Arctic Ocean. Chok-chi Sea. I never flew over anywhere. If I stretch out my hand, I can't see it. I lose my fingers at the tips. If I stretch out my hand, I can't see it. I lose my feeling at the tips. The dark shadows are on the north wall. Oh no, you'd be here if you could, I know. Oh no, you'd be here if you could, I know. Everything's been a long time now. Everything's been a long time now. What shall we do next? What shall we do next? I'm still here. 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 I'm still. Come on, it's good eat. Eat it. Hurry.
You don't get to choose your ghost.
And start off in Namibia, then go to Botswana. And start off in Namibia, and then go to Botswana.
Your ghost will be handed to you at the door as you exit. You might get the guy in the line at the airport who forgot to put his stuff in a little translucent bag, slowing down the queue, and you get him for eternity.
An unsteady consciousness put on this hex, and it's worked like a sort of virus, and it's duplicated itself in me again and again. But each duplication has seemingly relied upon the previous one being copied exactly in all its details, and this hasn't happened. There have been misreadings, some of them strong, some of them weak. There are no meanings, lessons, morals, commandments that can be drawn out from the spell. I have no idea what the spell wanted, or what the persons who cast it wanted. Amusements, prizes, fulfillments, wonders, lies, twists, passions. All these were the tools. I was constructing myself in a project that would take over nature, would jump the order, and set aside time. Someone put a spell on me, an unsteady consciousness put on this hex, and it's worked like a sort of virus, and it's duplicated itself in me again and again. But each duplication has seemingly relied upon the previous one being copied exactly in all its details, and this hasn't happened.
Enough of these damn fucker ghosts.
Thank you.